Now, a law school can offer you a scholarship it already knows a predictable share of its students will lose, and it's allowed to design the whole thing that way on purpose. In 2019, of the 9,223 students who started law school on these conditional scholarships, 2,492 had the money cut or pulled. That's 27%, more than 1 in 4 gone. And that's the school's own ABA Standard 509 filings. It's all in there. You get the award letter, the number is big, you feel like you won, and then year 2, the money's gone. Because the math was set up such that somebody always does. Now, I've been teaching the LSAT since 2005, and this is the one that makes people the angriest when they find out, usually too late. They picked a school based on the scholarship. They turned down other offers because of the scholarship, but the scholarship was the thing quietly engineered to slip away. Now, here's how it works. A conditional scholarship comes with strings attached. Usually, it's based on your GPA. You've got to maintain a certain GPA through your first year, and you keep the scholarship. If you fall below that threshold, you lose some or all of it, and now you're paying much closer to full price for years 2 and 3. It might sound fair on the surface. Keep your grades up, you get to keep your money. I mean, who could argue with that? But here's what they don't explain at the admitted student's reception. Law school grades on a curve. That means a fixed share of every class is going to land in the bottom half, no matter how hard everybody works, no matter how smart the room is. It's not a measure of whether you learned the material. It's a ranking of you against the people sitting next to you. Somebody's got to be below the median, the curve requires it. And so when a school ties your scholarship to a GPA that sits right around the class median, you've got to do the math. They have quietly guaranteed that a chunk of scholarship students will fall short. The curve does the dirty work, and the school gets to keep the money it dangled, all while telling you the rules were right there in the letter. Now, don't tell yourself this is rare. Look at the numbers the schools have to report. As recently as 2024, nearly 2,000 students lost scholarship money in a single year. That's the improved figure, down from about 4,000 in 2011. As a share of first years, it dropped from 8.4% to about 5%, fewer than before, but still not zero. Now, here's why this keeps happening. When a school ties your money to a GPA line that sits right around the class median, the curve does the rest. It's like a game of musical chairs. Say the conditional award is worth a serious chunk of tuition a year, and you lose it after 1L. Now you're paying near sticker for 2 more years on loans at interest. That's tens of thousands of dollars you thought was handled, landing back on your balance sheet in the one moment you can't do anything about it because you're already enrolled, already a year in, you're already committed. Now here's the part that flips this in your favor, and it's the whole reason I wanted to share this. The ABA saw them playing this game, and they made law schools show their cards. Under Standard 509, every law school that offers conditional scholarships has to publish how many students actually kept the full award versus how many lost part or all of it. This is public information sitting right there in the school's disclosures, and almost no applicant ever pulls it. So before you get excited about any conditional award, find that retention disclosure and read the actual percentage that kept the money. If a school hands out big shiny conditional scholarships, then a big share of students lose them by 2L, that tells you everything. That generous number in the letter is marketing. The retention percentage is the actual truth. You also want to ask admissions one direct question in writing and watch how they answer it. You want to ask, what percentage of students on this scholarship kept the full award through graduation? If they give you a clean number, good. If they get vague or they steer you back to how generous the offer is, you've got your answer, and it's not the one you wanted. And there's a move most applicants never make. You can push back. If a school hands you a conditional award, you can ask in writing whether they will make the same money unconditional. Sometimes the answer is no. But if you are a strong applicant, and especially if you've got a competing offer from another school, you have real footing to ask because the school wants you and they don't want to lose you to the school down the road. The applicants who negotiate tend to be the ones who understood the money was always a little bit up for grabs. The ones who just say thank you and sign up are the ones the trap was built for. Now, the alternative to a conditional scholarship is an unconditional one. with no strings attached, no GPA requirements, no curve to fall off. The money is yours the day you enroll, and it stays yours whether you finish top of the class or middle of the pack. And unconditional money goes to the applicants the school wants badly enough that they won't risk them walking away. And the way you make yourself a more appealing applicant is based on the strength of your application, namely your LSAT score and your GPA. And of course, your GPA is probably pretty fixed at this point, but your LSAT score is the one lever you can move simply by studying more for the LSAT, retaking it, and if you want my help getting a higher LSAT score, getting more scholarship money, I'm happy to help you out. I'm offering free LSAT tutoring for everybody watching this now or later. You can book that free LSAT tutoring lesson with me at unpluggedprep.com/start. Links below the video, pinned in the chat, in my bio on TikTok and IG.